What's up, fuckers? We're back, and I'm off my meds. Now, we got a lot to talk about, so much so I have I have a fucking list of things to talk about on my fucking phone. Before that, we need a beer. You saw the title, you know what we got. We got a 40 ounce of Bud, motherfucking Ice. And for the record, that's the only way to say it. It's not Bud Ice, it's Bud, motherfucking Ice. So, without any further fucking ado, you do what you gotta do, right? Cheers, fuckers, for the Bud. This one-handed shit sucks. Bud motherfucking Ice. It's gonna be 3 o'clock on Thursday. I haven't eaten shit all fucking day, so this is lunch. No, really, don't worry, I'll eat something after this. But anyway, we're gonna drink this and we're gonna talk about this. And talk about a lot of things. So let's go down the list. Actually, before I even look at the list, first of all, big shouts out to Mr. OD, Big J, Mr. OD out in SoCal. We did a trade a while back. He sent me some 40s because there's no 40s in Florida. And one of the 40s I requested was Bud Ice for the collection. I'm building my 40-ounce collection. It's a fucking novelty because there's no 40s in Florida. And while Bud Ice is not a good beer, it's actually one of the few Anheuser-Busch products that I kind of respect because Bud Ice is a legacy beer. It's been around for a long time. And it's really just a cheap-ass, ghetto-ass beer. No fucking pretensions here. It's not trying to be anything but a cheap-ass beer to get people fucked up. I did a video on Bud Ice a while back. I'll put the link down there. I'll put the link up down there of the video I did of Bud Ice. The review was a foul beer edition of Hoggie's beer reviews that I did in 2010. It was the first video, if I remember correctly, of the 24-ounce Ice Beer Trilogy, which ended up being a 5-video series. So check that out. But this isn't a review. But like I said, it's a beer that's just around. Everybody knows it. Everybody's drank it at some point. So fuck it. We're gonna drink some Bud. Motherfucking Ice. Let's see if I can one-handed shit. What else we got to talk about? And for the record, I did the 24-ounce of Bud Ice back in 2010, but in South Florida, Bud Ice is only available in the 12-ounce bottles and the 16-ounce cans. The 24s are very rare. They're out there, but they're rare. No 32s and, of course, no 40s. So I'm kind of enjoying this, and it will be cool in the collection for that reason. Now, what else do we got to talk about? Well, yeah, you might be wondering about the hair. Yo, what the fuck is up with the hair, dude? What's with the crazy fucking hair? Well, first of all, shouts out to all the motherfuckers out there with long hair. All the motherfuckers out there with long hair, the ponytail motherfuckers, all of them, shouts out to you. I'm growing my shit out, and I'm fucking committed. That's why you've been seeing me wearing a fuckload of hats and bandanas and headbands for the better part of the last year. I started growing it out around August, September of last year. And it's not long enough to tie back yet. So I gotta do the hats and the headbands and the bandanas. But a lot of people have told me, dude, why don't you just comb it back? My hair doesn't like combs, okay? This is what happens. This is combed. This is what happens when I comb my hair. And I can actually attribute that to, this is my mom's hair. I have the same hair as my mom. They're down the murder's on, my homeboy. I have the same hair as my mom, and she got her hair from her black Dominican grandmother. So this is that African gene that Hoggie has floating in his fucking DNA. Yeah, and even though I condition, it can still get frizzy. I comb it, but it does not stay straight, it does not stay back. This is what it is. That's why I usually have it up. This hair in my face shit drives me nuts, but fuck it. Why try to be pretty? Why try to look good? Why try to give a fuck when I'm drinking Bud Ice? Because when you're drinking Bud motherfucking Ice, you obviously don't give a fuck. Cheers to those who don't give a fuck. 0 fucks. far as the taste, it tastes like ass. But it tastes like a shitty, foul beer that's 5.5% alcohol should. It tastes a lot dirtier, nastier, and more alcohol-y than Budweiser. But it's not supposed to taste pretty. It's a fucking cheap-ass ice beer. So in all fairness, I shit on Anheuser-Busch all the time. Because Budweiser tries to be a classic beer when it's a piece of shit. And they try to make all these pseudo-craft beers which really suck. You know what I mean? And then they try to make Busch like this old-school classic American beer that tastes like ass water. But Bud Ice is what it is. A ghetto-ass, cheap-ass beer. And it tastes as such. So for once, I will not Anheuser-Busch. This beer is perfect. This beer tastes like it should for what it is. And they make no qualms about it. So, shouts out to Anheuser-Busch on this one. Now, what else is there to talk about? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Alright, so like I said, I'm off the meds. I'm no longer taking the painkillers. I went to the doctor and got a real cast yesterday. And now that my wrist is really more immobilized and that piece of shit half splint thing they gave me, the pain, I get a little bit of like fleshy tugging pain from the two pins because they come out right about here. But as far as everything else, it barely hurts anymore, so I'm not taking the meds anymore. That's why I'm celebrating. No more medication, no more narcotics, with a 40-ounce of Bud motherfucking Ice. Also, I'm doing the 40 of Bud Ice because I really had to make up for that non-alcoholic O'Doul's Amber I had on Tuesday. I drank one for the video, and I couldn't drink anymore. I actually had to dig up a Sierra Nevada and have a real beer after that. Then I told my wife it tasted like Manta, so she wanted to try it. She popped one open, drank about half, said, I can't do this. Gave it to me. I took a swig and said, fuck no, poured it down the drain. So now I have 4 more O'Doul's just sitting there. But it's perfect. It has something to do with them. I'm going to use those for the next time I make goat stew. Because when I make goat stew, I marinate the goat in beer, and then I cook it in wine. And I like to use like a malty or richer beer for the goat. Last time I made the goat, I used the Busch Copper Lager. So I think the O'Doul's will give it a nice little flavor kick, because it does have that rich malty flavor. And I'll be damned if I drink them fucking things. That's the goat will drink those motherfuckers. My goat stew is badass. If y'all never had goat, properly cooked goat is some shit. Anyway, what else was there to talk about? Yeah, so anyways, HTC One. Here's the good news, and I talked about this last week. I was hoping that this fucking cast would come off and the pins would come out technically second week of August, when I am eligible to upgrade my phone. And wouldn't you fucking know, it's true. It was 3 weeks in a cast from the day of the surgery. So, on August 6th, I'm looking at my calendar right here, August 6th, 2 weeks from yesterday, this fucking thing comes off and the pins get pulled out of my hands. Woohoo! But there's good news. Oh god, I really do hate this hair on my face feeling. I'm doing this shit for the video just for shits and giggles, man. I never have my hair down like this. I can't stand it. Well, fuck it. You guys deserve to see the truth. This is what the shit really looks like if I don't do something with it. Hat, headband, bandana, or gel. It's my only salvation. Not long enough to tie it back yet, but that's what I'm shooting for. Eventually, as soon as I can tie it all back, and then I'll have it trimmed and evened out, and I'll just keep it in the ponytail. That's what I'm going for. Figure I rock the long hair before it starts to fall out and I lose it. Because it's already starting to thin just a little bit up here, and I don't like that. Oh, it's my time. Alright, what else was there? Yeah, so, turns out the cast comes off August 6th, and that is the exact same day I am eligible to upgrade my phone. Because I have T-Mobile, and when I got this phone, I signed up for the Jump program, which lets me upgrade my phone every 6 months. And I'm grandfathered into the original terms of the Jump program, not the bullshit that they changed it to. They fucked people when they changed the terms. Thank God for being grandfathered in. So I already told wifey, this shit falls on the same day, so I go at 10 a.m. for my appointment to get this thing taken off, and I'm not looking forward to getting those pins pulled out. But it is what it is. From the doctor's office with my free hand, I'm going to the store and getting the new HTC One M8. I like HTC, I'm sticking with HTC. I like the dual front speakers. I like a lot of their There are little software touches, and I like HTC Sense, so that is what it is. Now, I mentioned that in the last video and some people commented on some phone-related shit, so I want to respond to that real quick. And if I run late on this video, forgive me. If you're not interested in smartphones, you can turn this shit off now. If you are into smartphones, stay with me. Personally, when it comes to buying a smartphone, and by smartphone I mean an Android, fuck iPhone. If you have an iPhone and you like iPhone, that's cool, man. Do you? Personally, I don't like them. I got no interest. They're coming out with a bigger screen now. Well, shit, too little, too late. But anyways, my advice to anybody who wants to get a smartphone, who may not know too much about the Android smartphone world, is never finance. If you're paying cash money up front, get whatever the fuck you want, right? But if you're subsidizing it through your carrier, in other words, financing the phone, my advice is never get a phone that's more than a year old. Because technology advances so much that when you get a phone, within a year, it is pretty much outdated. By 2 years, it's fucking obsolete. So always check when the phone came out. If the phone came out over a year ago, think twice before getting it. That's my advice. Now, what else was there? There was something else in there I wanted to mention. Almost at the swell. And if you hear some other music in the background, wifey's like cleaning and she got the salsa station on Pandora. It's either the Mark Anthony station or the Victor Manuel station. Anyways, let's see. Nah, fuck that. I had nothing else to say. HTC One, aluminum body, large screen, dual speakers. Dual fucking speakers. When you listen to a lot of fucking music and watch as many videos as I do, these dual stereo front speakers are fucking wonderful. I can never go back to a phone with like a little shitty speaker back here or down here. Fuck that. What's my time? I'm over 10, way over 10. Holy fuck, sorry about that. But anyways, to finish the thought, right? I'm not an iPhone fan, and I'm really not a Samsung fan. Samsung has marketed the fuck out of themselves. Yeah, their phones aren't bad, and they have some cool innovations and shit. I don't necessarily like them because they just market themselves too fucking much. Everybody thinks Samsung is the shit because they see the commercials. Same reason that so many people in America drink Bud Light, because they watch the Super Bowl and they see the commercials. You know what I mean? Fuck the commercials. So, you know, I wouldn't do Samsung. I'd do it before iPhone, but I wouldn't do Samsung. But regardless, HTC, I like HTC for the speakers and a couple of other little features they have. The camera's not great, but I like the features that come with the camera, and I like HTC Sense. I like HTC Sense. It's one of the few skins on top of Android I like. One of the reasons I don't like Samsung is I hate TouchWiz. If I were to have, or get, or acquire a Samsung phone, and I actually have one kicking around here somewhere, it's my business phone, first thing I do, root it, go stock Android, because I can't stand TouchWiz. Same thing with LG. I'm loving LG's new phones. The G2 and the G3 are badass phones, but LG's interface, LG's skin on top of Android is terrible. I mean, I haven't used it, I'll be honest, and I'm sure it's mighty functional, but it's just so much shit on top of Android. It's unnecessary. So that's my other fucking piece of advice, man. If you get an Android phone, root the motherfucker. I don't care what it is, root it any fucking way. This phone is rooted. I'm running an Android Revolution. It's as close to stock as you can get with a bunch of tweaks. And when I get the new one, within 24 hours, it'll be rooted with Android Revolution, as close to stock as possible with tweaks. There's no reason not to. And I'm sure there were more things I wanted to say, but fuck it. For the collection, a 40 ounce of Bud. Motherfucking nice. Once again, thank you, OD. Thanks to all the well-wishers, who said nice things, hope the hand heals well and good luck with that, and, the well-wishers, man. I love you guys. Positive people. Thank you. I love you. So far, so good. And I got the nice red cast, Miami Heat colored and all that shit. So boom, we're done. We're out of here. The shirts are coming soon. I've been stalling on that, but hey, you know, life has been a little crazy. But it's coming soon. More videos coming. Tuesday I'll hit you up with something good. No more meds, no more bullshit. We'll be drinking some real beer. Stay tuned, it's coming. Peace.